Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is more Star Wars Battlefront 2. We're playing Galactic Assault, sorry. This is the map Tatooine. I'm using the officer with the SC-44 with rapid fire, which is probably one of the strongest guns in the game, and I have a lot of fun using it. And this video is going to be me showing that you can play the objective and still perform well in this game, so there's no excuse to ignore the objective for kills, you know? And it happens all the time. But I rushed the cantina because it's my favourite side on this map. I'm not the biggest fan of the junkyard, and you'll notice quite a lot of my team has kind of supported me here, so there's a few people in this. So I'm just going to kind of aggressively move around defensible zones to see where people are as that stormtrooper gets stuck in the door. And we're now contested, which tells me somebody's in here. And there's more than one person in here, and we're being contested, and nobody seems to have noticed. So I cruise into the middle period, I do a quick roll, I can't quite tell what's happening, and somebody manages to pick him off, and we're now defending again. We have people on the roof, we have an ion turret firing over there just in case. We've kind of got this locked down. So I'm just going to once again check every entrance to this room, because there are 3 entrances on the ground floor, 4 entrances on the ground floor I think, and there's one from the above. If you look on the left-hand side of the map where I am right now, there's an avenue for players to rush that way. I see a stormtrooper running into the other side of the cantina, so I tried to head him off, but it looks like the team's already doing it. And I chuck... Oh, we're being contested for half a second. There's tons of guys in this doorway, which I don't really understand why people do that instead of flanking. But, you know, it's up to them what they want to do. We've got a heavy up here who seems to be doing a good job of messing around with his turret. I'm scanning the horizon. Can't quite see people. Saw... an indication that a threat is moving through that middle area. There's a stormtrooper on the roof just over there past the horizon, and there's a guy just over there on the right who I quickly pick up with a couple of accurate shots from this pistol. So if you've never used the officer is very good at helping the team, using various star cards to help them have better cools down, better regen, things of that nature. He also has a diffuser which enables him to turn people's guns off, and he has very powerful guns up close. At a distance, they're not quite as dominant as they are up close, but up close they are nigh unbeatable if you can get headshots. If you can get headshot with this gun that I am using, you will kill people in seconds. It is a melt machine. I see a stormtrooper on the left there, I use the diffuser to turn his gun off, and then I shoot him and finish him off. Unfortunately, it's the same person I've just recently killed, so that person's probably quite frustrated, but we're defending, we're doing exactly what we can. I'm checking this back entrance, anybody on this avenue, can't see any threats, don't see anything on the map except for the warning light showing over there on the right. Push back this way, he's defending this entrance way, anybody that way, can't see them. We've kind of got them in the spawn a little bit here, and if they're going for the junkyard, they're not doing the best job, because we're having a nice mixture of people on this side, people on the other side, see another guy that way, start shooting them. Once again, it's that same player, unfortunately, so I don't know if they were coming for the revenge spawn, or if they just got unlucky, but I've picked them off a few times now, and I push back this way, back towards the team. 2 guys moving in this side, another person on the side. Is it the same person? Different person this time? Someone's in the cantina, time to shine. I'm going to go and immediately defuse just in case, turn his vanguard off, and then I'm going to kill him as quickly as I can, clean him up with a couple shots. 2 people helping me on the left. Anybody coming this way, we've got a bubble. Really dislike the bubbles. Not a fan of people putting them in the middle of a firefight. I can understand putting it on an objective and stopping them from chucking grenades and things, but when you're in the middle of a firefight and somebody chucks a bubble, God, it frustrates me so much. So we've got 2 guys coming this way, 1 person on the roof. I'm going to chase them down, hopefully stop them from contesting it. They're in it right now. He's just there, just past me. Doesn't react at all though, and when he does react, his gun's been turned off by my diffuser, so I get to kill them as he tries to futilely punch me with his rifle butt. But we have a heavy covering the middle. A plane just crashed on the left over there. There's that weird dinosaur from the special editions chomping around, doing whatever it is he does. I'm going to be pushing down this angle here. You can look directly into the enemy spawn from this angle. It's very, very powerful, but just be careful. When people realise that you can do this, they're going to all come this way. And you can also get run over by the speeder cars, which is a pain in the dick, but it's just part of the game. And I'm going to back up a little bit, regen. He rushes me with a vanguard, can't see me, and then dies immediately because my gun has the better range. But push back into the centre here, just in front of the cantina. Somebody seems to be attacking with an explosive sentry. We've got heavies covering that middle area. I'm going to push to the right-hand side. I see a stormtrooper moving through the market. I'm going to cut them off from the other side because I know they're coming in. There he is in front of me. There's the diffuser, turns his gun off, turns his friend's gun off, and I'm able to kill them both without them being able to fire at me. In theory. But he put a turret down. The turret can fire because I didn't defuse the turret. But do you see how powerful the diffuser can be if you use it intelligently? If you can't use your gun, it puts you in a really bad situation. Here's another guy coming in. clean them up quickly. I have to give it to Sunset and Bounty. Both of those players were trying to play the objective this entire time. I just managed to get the better drop on them, and this doesn't happen every game, guys. There are times when people get drops on me and I get really unlucky timing. This is one of those games where every time I ran into the objective, every time I ran to an area, I found traffic, and I found traffic that wasn't aware of me. And when that happens, you can have a really strong and a really fun game. But for every time that happens, there are other games where you're on the receiving end of someone else's better timing. And there's about to be an ATST over here, and you want nothing to do with these things. I'm going to shoot at it because I can help that guy kill it, and it's very close to dying. But I can't stay there too long because there's no point. I'm doing too much work on the objective to throw away a sloppy life for no reason. So I'm just going to kind of shoot it a little bit, wish my team well, and I'm going to get back in the objective. They have 10 more tickets. Once we bleed those 10 tickets, we've won. And I'm feeling myself at this moment in time, so I'm definitely confident. I believe in my gun, I believe in my abilities, I believe I can continue to defend. And when you start feeling confident in this game, you can do a lot of great stuff. But I move back into the middle, I hit that battle cry, can't see anybody in here, checking the statistics to see what's happening, see where people are, see the flow of battle. There's an ATST getting destroyed by that heavy, good job dude. There's an ATRT moving through the middle. We go into overtime because I'm assuming that they're on the junkyard because they're not on the cantina. We've got a Luke Skywalker running around causing havoc. We have this dude who, I don't know if he's just started playing the game, but he doesn't seem to understand he's being shot a lot. And then eventually starts backing up and it's just like, what? Bless that player. He definitely needs to work on his situational unawareness, because if he'd have stood there and continued to be there, I could have killed that thing on my own. Because when you get this gun and you overcharge it... Somebody's in here, by the way. Who is it? Can we see him? Can you see him, boys? I can't see him. There he is. It's a heavy. Chuck the flashbang in there. Get the quick flash. Run in with the diffuser. Don't even diffuse. Just shoot him down with the gun. 2 people drop quickly. Overtime's bleeding out. Is that the end? Is that the victory? 17-player kill streak. And we win. 17-0. Clean victory. Rebel Alliance. Thank you very much for watching. And you take care now.